Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we shall be looking at the topic sine rule. Sine rule is an aspect of trigonometry that has to do with non-right angled triangle, resolving problems on triangles that are not right angled triangle. Because in a right angled triangle, for example, if one have a question like this, 12 centimeter and an angle 42 centimeter, for example, one can be asked to find the unknown sides of the triangle using the comparison of the trigonometric ratios. Using the concept of SOHCAHTOA, we can use it to resolve this particular kind of question. The reason being that we are dealing with right-angled triangle, or a situation whereby here we have 13 centimeter on the hypotenuse side and 12 centimeter at this side. One can be asked to find side x of the triangle. And the concept we are going to make use of will be the Pythagoras theorem. So when it has to do with right angle triangle, what usually comes to mind is either the Pythagoras theorem or the SOHCAHTOA, the one that we use in comparing the trigonometric ratios of either the sine, cosine, or the tangent. But when the triangle is no longer the right angle triangle, like this particular one we have here, then we think of either the sine rule or the cosine rule. But in each case, one has to compare to know the condition each one met, whether it's going to be for sine rule or cosine rule. The question we have on the board met the condition of sine rule because the conditions of resolving sine rule on a non-right angle triangle is the one that says that two angles and one side of the triangle must be provided. As you can see, two angles are given here, and one side of the triangle, it could be this side, it could be this side, as the case may be. In as much as two angles are given and one side of the triangle is provided, one can make use of sine rule. Another example may come up in such a way that will make use of cosine rule. I'll be showing you that in our next video. All right, so to solve this using sine rule, this is the formula that depicts sine rule, such that we have it in terms of the ratio of the angle corresponding to the side of that particular angle. So in such a triangle, the capital letter represents the angle, then the side facing the angle is the small letter of that particular angle in question. For example, this particular side is angle A. The side facing angle A is small letter A. This is angle B. The side facing angle B is small letter B. And small letter B is represented with 12 centimeter. Then this is angle C. The side facing angle C is small letter C. But our focus is to find the side A. That is what the question says. So we shall be focusing on that. So this is the formula for resolving questions that has to do with sine rule. Then when we look at our question, the angles are given in degree minutes. Angle A is 71 degree 38 minutes. Angle B 42 degree 25 minutes. So we have to convert the degree minutes to degree. So everything must be converted to degree before we can now go on to resolving the problem. Now let's get started. Angle A. Angle A, we have a 71 degree 38 minutes. So converting it to degree, this one is already in degree, 71 degree plus. Then to convert minutes to degree, we divide by 60. That will now be 38 divided by 60. That will now give us 71 degree plus 38 divided by 60 will give us 0.63. So putting both of them together, we now have it as 71.63 degree. Now we've converted angle A, which is given in degree minute, to degree. That is 71 degree 38 minutes. 71 is already in degree. Then 38 divided by 60 to convert it to degree. Then you now add both of them together to convert the whole thing to degree. We'll do the same thing with that of angle B. In angle B, we have a 42 degree, 25 minutes. All right, so we have to now convert. That will now be 42 degree, then 25 minutes to be converted to degree. That will now be 25 divided by 60. Then that will now give us 42 degree plus 0.42. So putting it together, let's make it smaller so that it can enter the space. That is a 0.42. 0.42. So finally, we have it as 42.42 degree. I hope it's getting interesting. All right, so we just converted 42 degree 25 minutes to degree. So you can now see angle A is now 71.63 degree. Angle B is now 42.42 degree. Now we can now go ahead to apply the formula. Then looking at the question, the side that is given complete, we have B here given as the angle 42 degree 25 minutes. Then the side is also given. So one side of it must be given complete for us to now apply sine rule. Then one other side, maybe the angle will be given, I will be asked to find the side, or the side will be given, I will be asked to find the angle. But in this case, we are asked to find the side A. So the comparison we are going to use here, the combination we are going to use here will be that of A and B. That of C, nothing is given there, no information is provided there. So that particular one is none of our business. So we have to now use the ones that some figures are provided to resolving the question. So we are using the combination of sine A ratio, small letter A is equal to sine B over small ratio, small letter B. All right, so now will now be sine A over small letter A is equal to sine B over small letter b. So combining the two, let's substitute the values. That will now be sine A. Value of A is now 71.63 degree over small letter A. That is exactly what we are looking for. Then sine B, that will now be sine 42.42 degree all over the side that is facing B, which is small letter b. All right, so that is 12 centimeter. So what do? We cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, A multiplying sine 42.42 degree, that will give us A sine 42.42 degree is equal to 12 multiplied sine 71.63 will give us 12 multiplied by sine 71.63 degree. Now, to go further, divide both sides by the coefficients of A. Coefficients of A is sine 42.42. A will now be equal to 12 multiplied by sine 71.63 degree all over sine 42.42 degree. So now let's substitute that into variable number. So sine 71.63, that will give us 0.9490 all over. That will be 0. That sine 62.42 will give us 0.67 then 46. All right, so use your calculator to now get the final answer. So 12 times 0.9490 divided by 0.6746. The value of A, point your calculator to get the final solution to this. That will now be 16.9 centimeter. That becomes the solution to this particular question. Thank you for listening. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button, then share the video to help one of your colleagues who are struggling with this concept of a sine rule. I will see you in our next video where we'll be talking about the cosine rule. Do have a lovely day ahead.